You're going to want to share this with your sis. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. Former LAPD detective who murdered her ex-lover's wife, hid crime for decades, remains behind bars. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. I'm already excited. I'm already on 10. So, welcome back to my channel. I'm always excited when you show up here. And so, I got some more good stuff for you. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like, absolutely comment below, subscribe if you haven't already, and you definitely gonna want to share this one. Like I said, okay, check it. File this under crazy crap that I saw on TV, crazy crap that I read, because it all goes together. Because what? What? Here it is. The former Los Angeles police detective convicted in 2012 of killing her ex-lover's wife was denied parole on Wednesday. Now, this article was written in October of last year, so a couple months behind the recording of this video. Denied parole on Wednesday in the 1986 murder, and will continue to serve 27 years to life. Stephanie Lazarus was convicted of murdering Sherri Rasmussen, a 29-year-old hospital critical care nursing director who was shot 3 times in the home she shared with her husband, John Rutten. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, so here are the players. Sherri Rasmussen, that's the nurse, that's the victim, the one who was beaten and murdered in her own home. Her husband, John Rutten, and the LAPD detective that murdered her and walked around free for 20 plus years after the fact, Stephanie Lazarus. Okay, let's piece all of this together. So, what had happened was, I was in bed flipping channels. It wasn't anything on that I wanted to like get into because I wasn't sure how much attention I was going to pay. Am I going to fall asleep? Am I going to take a nap? Whatever. So you know how you just click, click, clicking. Honey, I didn't wear purple in support of Roku, but maybe I did. Okay. The Roku channel will get you all the way together. Together. So y'all know I'm a woman of a certain age, right? So I grew up on Law and Order. I grew up on Dateline. Honey, so I'm flipping by and Dateline is on, and immediately they sucked me all the way in. I'm like, y'all, who got murked? Who did it? What are we talking about? Ladies, listen, now believe it or not, this isn't under self-defense, security, watch your back. It isn't under any of that. Y'all know that I am a life coach and mentor. What some of you may not know is that I'm also a relationship coach, right? And so I love to share relationship, dating, and marital advice on the channel when I see that it fits. And this definitely fits. So let me give you the takeaways right off because I got to get into the mess of all of this. The takeaways are, ladies, my good sis that is watching this, do your best to keep your cookie in your cookie jar. I'm just saying, and I'm going to tell you why. Because that is going to be how you are going to help guard your heart. So keep the cookie in the cookie jar. Guard your heart. And listen to what that man is telling you. Listen to what he's telling you. Listen to the words behind the words. So this is it. This is it. Stephanie Lazarus dated John Rutten in college. Really, let's rewind that. Let me even edit myself right here live, which is they were friends with benefits. They didn't really date per se, okay? She wanted more from him than he wanted. So now this chick though was a go-getter. She excelled at everything that she tried. She was good at athletics. She was good at academics, but in a relationship arena, not so much. She's a tall girl. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of awkward. So this guy, who was also tall and showed her like this much interest, she pounced on it. So of course they were sleeping together. It's college, but he graduated and he wasn't interested in being with her like that. But she was still interested in him. So fast forward, she graduates, she becomes a cop in LA. I forgot what his line of work was. And he married this chick who was a nurse. They're together. Mind you, now Stephanie Lazarus on the other end would message him when Facebook became a thing. She would Facebook him, all of these things. So 5 years later, 10 years later, he is engaged, he is married, and she is still Googling him, Facebooking him, trying to see what's going on. Can you say obsessed? Can you say let it go, Elsa? Like, what is going on here? But let me tell you what's crazy. And let me tell you why. As women, we really have to protect ourselves. And a lot of times that starts with locking our legs down. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it all the way real. Because she gave this dude some and she fell head over heels for him. And he was not even fooling with her. To the point, let me tell you how. So she got news because they are in LA in the Valley. And I lived in LA for a while. And as large as it is, as much spread out as those neighborhoods are, downtown, Koreatown, Hollywood, all this stuff, and then all in the Valley, they were specifically in the Valley. So within that community, news spread super, super fast. So of course, she knew as soon as he got engaged, she was heartbroken, distraught, could not believe it or whatever. To the point she reached out to him to tell him one last time, man, you shouldn't do this. You know, man, you should be together. But guess what? Guess what? He slept with her again. Slept with her again. I don't know if he called her himself. I don't want to put any words into his mouth except one last smash. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then you went on to marry the woman that you really love. But Miss Lazarus, who now has all types of resources from the LAPD, okay, come to find out, this chick was breaking into their house, okay? She showed up at old girl's job. All right, this was crazy. And within months of that last showing up at the job, weeks I think it was, don't quote me, but within a period of time after showing up on the chick's job, she murdered her in their house. She had been inside their house before. They said that Sherri, the one who got killed, was in the kitchen one day, heard a noise, walked around, looked and see, and it's Stephanie, the LAPD, not in uniform, just good old Stephanie, hung up on your boy in the house. What? Y'all, you can't do it. You can't do it. If there is a guy that you say he's the one that got away, okay, talk to your good girlfriends, talk to a therapist, talk to your pastor, talk directly to Jesus. But please don't go about stalking this man, stalking his new girlfriend, and trying to reinsert yourself in his life. Please, please, I beg you, please do not do this. It's one thing to say, oh, I wonder how Tommy doing, and looking, and just maybe looking at or glancing at the Facebook page. But to the point that you are consistently Googling, consistently Facebooking, and y'all, this is after the murder. She was only on the force 3 to 4 years before she committed the murder. Okay. And then went on, check this part out. This is the great part. Went on to have a stellar career in the LAPD. She would have retired with honors, went on to get married, to adopt a kid of her own. Sherri never got the chance to actually have children because she was stabbed by this LAPD who became a detective. I just want you to protect your mental, protect your heart, keep your prized possession, what's in between your legs, to yourself, because because it can lead to a whole pathway of irrational circumstances. How you go from college crush to friends with benefits to completely obsessed. Y'all, it hurt my heart. And I'm just going to say it like this: these people did not look like me, they did not share my background, or any. We had very little commonality at all. This story just struck me, and I'm like, wow, there is some really shady guy out there that's just humping and hunching, doing whatever he wants to do, and leaving a trail of ladies along the way till he locks in on one that he likes. But then it's ones in his past that's really jacked up behind how he treated them. And so it doesn't have to be you. It does not have to be you. So y'all check in the comments. Tell me, number one, are you familiar with this case? Number two, are you going to go check out these articles or try to catch up on the Dateline? And even better, do you have an instance where you were stalked or where you found yourself kind of stalking someone? Tell me. Tell me, tell us below. Let's chat about it. All right, until next time, I